Hey, welcome once again to another episode of Disney Dust. We are still in the process of reviewing Disney Galleries, The Mandalorian, and now we're on to episode 4, talking about technology. We recently had a little bit, to me, a disappointing episode in episode 3 about cast, but this more than makes up for it. This is an episode, like, even as a standalone, I would recommend watching if you don't have any time for any of the others. And we learn a great deal from Jon Favreau as we kind of journey with him as he talks about the evolution of technology against his learning of it and improving on his work as he continues to make movies. And so he talks about stuff like video walls. It's a VR sort of environment, and it's become available on a consumer level now, and it's also cheaper. And so the technology being available to create a simulated set is just amazing. It makes such a difference. He talks about how this is very helpful because you can't fix everything in post-production. Like creating a shadow on something later on is much harder to do in post-production than actually creating it in real life. And this video wall is amazing. It does that. It creates shadows. They also discuss the Mandalorian being the first to use real-time rendering with video wall on site, and they created this place called The Volume. I can only speak volumes of it because it's such an amazing creation. It was amazing also because the perspective of the video wall display changes in relation to where the camera is moving. So you actually see some of that live. I mean, like you see the filming happening live while this happens on the video wall. So this episode is definitely recommended. The one thing I didn't realize was that if you have a green screen, you do actually have to take off the green reflection off reflective surfaces and then also add what's supposed to be reflected on these reflected surfaces. However, if you have a video wall like what they have in this episode, everything that's supposed to be reflected is there because it's already reflected off the graphic from the video wall. So that it also naturally lights all the subjects in the correct way. So it's so brilliant that I actually had to pause watching this episode to have a cry, just because, wow, technology has come such a long way, and it's just brilliant when everything finally comes together, especially if you consider the fact that they had very difficult early beginnings where they wanted to get things done, but just didn't kind of know how to. And it just took a team with a leader to believe in something and to move forward with it. I'm excited for what other episodes are going to come from this series. And as usual, if you like this review, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. This is Disney Dwayne. Until the next episode, may the force be with you.